Hello, good morning, good day and good evening to the viewers. Welcome to the eSeniors GT3 Championship Group 1 races. Taking part at Snetterton. So just a bit of a recap of the week that's gone. We've had the GT4, the Porsche Cup, the Group 3 and the Group 2. And they've all thrown up some surprises, shall we say. I think the Group 2 race was disrupted, shall we say, as a result of a bit of a lag which tended to put one or two cars off track. But we made it through. We did finish the race. We got there, so on and so forth. So I think it's a case of let's see where this takes us. Certainly, definitely one for holding onto your hats. And let's see where we're up to. Qualifying's just started. I'm currently on board with Andrea, and I will put that live so you can see we've got Andrea. I'll turn the timing sheet off for the moment. I'll put it back on in a minute. And then what we'll do is we'll go through a bit of a lap, sit on board with someone, and then follow this through. But before we do that, let's have a look at the league table and let's see where we're up to on the league table. So Mr. Wolfslaner, our resident Mr. Flying Machine, is currently leading with 4 out of 4 victories, as you can see, with a total of 200 points. Carlo Van Brabant on his, I will say his coattails, with 150, but we need Carlo to win and Peter not to actually end up on the server for Carlo to accumulate that number of points. Then we've got Andrea Caiola, Chris Bourne, Mr. Consistent, John Saunders, Derek Bird, Lars, David Noble and Neil Bywater. Then further down from that we've got David, Reese, Ruggiero, Eric, Rudolph, Chris, Jonathan, Mark Stevens, Mark Rogers, Alistair Hughes, Merch Pownov, Nelson, who's not racing this evening. He's currently racing in a 6-hour endurance race. Craig Holmes, Krista Hjort, Tony Whitten, who's missed a couple of races if I'm not mistaken, Kevin Forrest, Shane Pollitt, I don't think I've not seen Shane on the server actually, Dimitri Stathis, Malcolm, Peter, who's not racing, his SA level's not high enough, Mark Neutlings, I think he's going to be a guest racer on certain circuits because of other commitments, Ricard Weston, Alessandro Rimante, who's not racing anymore, and Nifosi, if he turns up he will race. Who's going to do well today? Well, you can put your money on the usual suspects. I've been keeping my eye on certain races this week, shall we say. Quite interestingly, I think pole, I'm going to put my head on the block here, is going to be a 1:45.9, which is astronomical from a pace perspective. I wouldn't be surprised though if there's low 1:46s in there that are going to claim certainly the top of the grid, the first, the second and the third. But from that perspective, these guys just show the divide. We were racing in Group 2 yesterday and we were in the late 1:47s. These guys are in the early 1:46s. So when we say Group 1, we know why the Group 1. But anyway, let's enjoy the ride. As I said, we're on the boat with Andrea Caiola. Peter has just done a 1:46.2. So straight off the bat, he did a 1:46.5 and Andrea's just done a 1:46.2. So Andrea, who we're on board with, has already done a 1:46.2 and he's got 15 minutes left of qualifying. So as the track rubbers down, it's going to be interesting. He's already up as well, as you can see on the screen there. He's 1/10 up. He does need it really be 3/10 up to make the 1:45 mark, but this is going to be really close between Andrea and Peter, and that's not being disrespectful to Mr. Baum, Mr. Bird, Noble, Wood or whatever, but as I said, I've been keeping an eye on them all this week just to see what the lap times are when they've been racing on the server. So what I'll do is my usual lap guide, just for anybody who's not watched that. I'll say a few hellos to the guys in the stream as well. We've got hi Terry, Michelle's obviously joined as an admin. Hi Peter, Peter LaFrance and Peter David. We've got Ollie who's on the stream with us. And we've got Lee. Hi Lee, great race yesterday. And Melvin, great race for yourself as well, mate. I know you said to me later on it's one of the best finishes you had. You did manage to pass me as a result of the lag, but I'm going to take nothing away from you. You drove a superb race, mate, so well done there, Melvin. Fully deserved your points, what you got yesterday. So we're coming to the end of the lap now. He's just gone through Bomb Hole and he's coming through Coram. He's going to enter Murray's and then he will go back onto the centre straight. As you can see, he's just gone wide there. That spoiled his lap. And off he goes. So what we'll do is we'll go into Helicam. Okay, we'll follow him round just so we can see his angles. So he's coming up to Rich's, which is the right-hander. Brake a little bit before you go in, then put the power down. Drift a little bit wide, keep your power on. And then you come into the sharp Montreal, where the idea is to take this as close as possible to the curb, get the power down as quick as possible, accelerate into the left-hander, which is Oggy's. This is a difficult corner to take. Your angle of attack, it does either upset the balance of the car or get it absolutely nailed. Hard down, again to another sharp left-hander, which is Agostini, and this is another funny one. You take it early, you take it wide, but it's all about getting the power down. As you can see, he was 4/10 up, and he's lost a bit there, so he's currently 2/10 up as we speak. Again, into Hamilton, one where you just got to tap the brakes and go wide a little bit. That's not ruined his angle there, sorry. Carry on round, and then we go into the right-hander, which is going to be Williams. Get the power down as quick as possible here, so you can go on the long straight, which is the Bentley straight. This is difficult to pass on here. If you can get a really good slipstream, you will get the pass done, but it's really where the other car puts the position on the track. If they go defensive, they'll be on the inside, and you've got to have some real good ability to go around the outside there. So he's just got into Brundle. He's now going into Nelson, which takes us into Bomb Hole. That follows round into Coram. Again, this is all about keeping the power on without drifting too much, and then that takes us into the difficult left-hander, ignoring the sausage curb, which is Murray's. Hit the sausage curb, you will be off. And then again down the start and finish centre straight. So he's not gained anything there. But I will say Peter has actually gone one better, and he's done a 1:46.1. So they're definitely knocking on the door there, and they're really considering what's going on.
The two of them.
Peter's 1/10. Oh, Peter was nearly 3/10 up then. He's just lost a bit of time. So we'll just sit on board with Peter a little bit and see what's going on there. Carlo's 1:47 flat, and he's 4/10 up at the moment. Further down. I really can't call this one because both Andrea and Peter this week have been absolutely flying. One of the other guys we've seen going around quick as well is Lars, and I said Lars has been flying as well. So I do think Lars is going to put an absolutely outstanding lap in at some point. Chris Bourne's always going to be there. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's always going to be there. So I think what we're going to see is Chris Bourne come in with a late entry to the party. But there you go. A bit of a surprise. And I don't mean that disrespectful, Craig. Craig's joined into 4th place with a 1:46.7. So I'll put the timing tower on so you can see what's going on. And Peter's decided his lap's enough. So...
Well, I don't know if you boys have picked up on it, but Jonathan Wood, I reckon he's a dark horse. Have a look. He's in a Lambo.
Yeah, and he's in a Lambo. That's a new car.
Oh, yeah.
That means he's going to get a 40-point deduction.
I don't think he's worried about that.
Okay.
I was talking to him the other day, and he seems to think this Lambo's the bee's knees, and he's absolutely loving it.
Yeah, because he's a Porsche guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He posted this morning saying that he was sitting on the fence between the two cars, and he still doesn't know which one to pick. So let's see.
Well,
and as well, I know Jonathan is driving with a sore elbow, and he's in pain since the beginning of the week. So let's see if he holds during the race.
I was running around with him earlier in the week, and he was cutting 46s mid to low consistently, and in race.
He's doing it right now.
Yeah, and the gap.
So Carlo got the ball right now.
Yeah,
but they are so close. The top three are so close.
They're giving it.
They always are. Just a few more mentions to the stream for a few other guys who've joined us. Hi, Mark Christopher. You're welcome, Melvin. Always will give compliments where compliments are deserved. Hi, Dave, Sim Racing Elite. Welcome. Not long now, mate.
Hello,
I'm sure. Getting your gear ready. Stefan's joined us, and all he's put is aliens. Well, we all know that's what these guys are. They are aliens. And Terry's asking what the lag was in Group 2. What we think, Terry, is, and we can't confirm this, that we believe Mark Christopher had a connection issue, and the game disconnected him and reconnected him without him actually acknowledging that, and the reconnection caused the problem. So we've just been in discussion. I'm going to be asking a question at some point tomorrow to the group about who experienced lag, and if you experience lag, do you have the relevant liveries? Because really the liveries are only useful if you're streaming. So if you're just racing day to day and you're not intending on streaming or doing a YouTube video, the liveries probably aren't going to benefit you, and consequently if the liveries are causing the lag, there's probably no benefit in having the liveries. So I think that's something we need to find out, so we'll ask that question tomorrow. And Stefan's just saying Jonathan isn't concerned with points, so that's a fair comment. I mean, he's been having some great races recently, actually. So it's nice to see it, even if he's considering changing car. Nikos is saying hello from beautiful Greece, gentlemen. Hello, Nikos. And Don's just saying feels like we just did this yesterday. Some of us did. We've got Dimitri from Sim Racing Montreal, who's also in Greece. Why aren't you two guys having a bit of a party?
Hello, guys.
And Ollie, who's on the stream with us, is just saying, "Hey, Stefan, how much did you pay Woody to swap to the Lambo?" Fair comment.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see where we are. So no one's going quicker at the moment, but you will notice pole has been claimed by Carlo. So Carlo's one of the guys who has said it was, Carlo, Peter, Andrea. We've got Jonathan, David, Norm, the usual suspects, but I think the front of the grid's looking a little bit different. And on a track that's very difficult to pass on, getting pole and getting position is so important. We watched Chris Bourne and I think it was Carlo the other day follow each other around lap for lap for lap for lap because you just couldn't pass. And consequently, that could be the situation here. You're looking for the opportunity of someone going wide, making a mistake to make the pass, because these guys are so fast that normal racing conditions and racing circumstances, they're the same speed. If you're the same speed, how do you pass? Pretty simple.
That's right. Is it? I don't understand why the Bentleys all of a sudden are dominating the field, and they've been doing very well, because previous season Ferrari was had the hands on everywhere. They were faster, and now since we have the new patch on the new ACC patch, it looks like the Bentleys have an edge, or it's just the drivers. I'm not sure.
It's funny that you mentioned that, Jeremy, actually. I know the Bentley was hindered on some of the bops, balance on performance on some of the tracks. Ferraris haven't been touched and the Porsches haven't been touched. Well, from what I believe, Snetterton is a very strong Ferrari and Porsche track. So anyone doing well in an Aston or in a Bentley, to be fair, deserves it. Because if it's traditionally a Porsche and a Ferrari track, and I've watched the Ferrari go round here, I was watching Andy Goddard do it, and the Ferrari runs brilliantly. It's much more bolted down than the Aston is, regardless of the setup. So I think it does make a big difference. So we're just on board with Pete now. Let's see if Pete can do a bit of a flyer. We've got 5 minutes left of qualifying to go. A few more comments.
The Lexus seemed to do a pretty good job yesterday, didn't he?
I will say, Kai, I know Kai's not on the stream, but Kai, mate, congratulations. You did a fantastic job in that Lexus. You didn't just do well in qualifying, you owned the race. So a bit of a congratulations there to Kai Schaefer. I did message him after the race as well, just to say how well he'd done. I do message a few of the drivers when I think they've had a fantastic race. I've done that time and time again. I messaged Melvin after the race. I messaged Kyle. I think I messaged a few others as well. After the Porsche Cup, I messaged Robert. And I think sometimes it's nice to do that, just the acknowledgement, because I watch them week in, week out from the stream. You see the difference. And, in that respect, it's nice to know that all the hard work they're putting in is starting to pay off. And if other people can see it, that must be such a confidence booster.
That's right.
Well, like most things in life, Mark, you generally only get out of it what you put into it.
And this is true. Yeah, we've had a discussion recently offline, Ollie, me, you and Jeremy, about that, and I think 100% you're absolutely right there. A few more comments. Sorry, I've just gone off at Mark Christopher's comment. Yeah, just a message from Michelle. There's 22 watching, only 7 thumbs up, guys. Come on, if you're watching the stream, please share it and click on the thumb up button. I will try and remember to press the little subscribe button throughout the throughout the race. But come on, we've got 22 people watching. I want to see at least 22 likes. And if we find out who's doing the dislikes, I'm going to personally hunt them down. I will find you, and I will do something to you from a well-known film. Okay? Yeah, Mark Christopher there. Haha, getting pole didn't work in Group 2, lol. Well, for you, Mark, it didn't, unfortunately. You ended up in the pits, and you obviously had connection issues there. Don saying, I think
Kai.
Oh, Kai. Kai's
in.
joined. Hello, Kai. I don't know if you listened to me before, Kai. I was just congratulating on your race. And I was saying I've messaged a few of the drivers and, just passing on the congratulations on yesterday. You did well in qualifying and you passed it through in the Lexus into the race. So congratulations there. Don, I think it's more a case of the faster drivers are driving the Bentley, not the Bentley are making these drivers faster. Very good point, Don. I like that. And Terry saying, no, it's the drivers.
Yes, I agree with that as well.
It's the nut behind the wheel.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Stefan's saying that it's the Lambo holds the BGT's race record. Comment. Race Online.
Stop your bragging.
I don't know who Race Online is. There's no name associated. If you can just give us your name, Race Online, I'd appreciate that. He's saying, unbelievable lap times 146. What am I doing wrong? Burning question. Are these guys vaccinated? If so, with what? Well, we're all over 50, so we all should be vaccinated, Race Online. So I think that answers that question. But no, some of these guys, it's fair to say, Race Online are exceptional guys for racing.
So
I just
want to mention right now, the top 13 are literally within the same second. Very close.
Andre has just done a 146 flat. He's 600. He's 600ths off a 145, and he's got 2 minutes to do it, and he's 2/10 up. So I put the timing tower back on again, just so you can see the lap times as they start. In fact, that's the wrong thing I want to show. What I want to see is the fastest lap, just so you can see where they're up to.
That will be an absolute first if Peter Wolfslinger doesn't get the pole on this race.
Well, Pete is looking in third at the moment. It's the first time Peter's going to get to see the rear end of another car, I think.
Wow.
Back to the chat. We've got Dimitri. It's not the car, it's the driver, as others have said. And he's also said he's equally bad in all the cars, as we are. Ollie, obviously, just saying it's go faster fuel. And Michelle, yeah, as I said, ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe and like. It's really important you do that. How do you do thumbs up, Melvin? If you go to YouTube and you're watching it, you'll see at the bottom of the video a thumbs up and a thumbs down. Please click the thumbs up. As I said, I will hunt those who click the thumbs down. I will find you and I will take the appropriate action against you.
Well, the drop bear does have a passport mark, as you well know.
Well, he does, but it didn't work yesterday, did it, mate? As I said, as I went past, I left him at the side of the road, and he managed to clamber into your car. So,
yeah, thanks for that.
For people who don't know on the stream, obviously Ollie's from Oz, and he sent a couple of drop bears for car 88 and car 13. For those who don't know, that's me and Jeremy, and he was saying that it's going to cut. Sorry, Jeremy. There you go. He's done it. He's done a 145.9. What did I say? He was going to be pole? A 145.9. So Andrea's not let me down there. I said it was coming, and he's done it. So he's 2/10 ahead of Pete. This is going to be an awesome race. So he said he was doing a drop bear, and the idea was that bear will cause us mayhem at Snetterton. And undoubtedly I didn't qualify well, so I'm thinking that bear's in the bloody boot pulling all the wires out of my car. It's sitting playing with the pedals, the fuel, and all sorts. Anyway, didn't affect Jeremy, so I think I ended up with both bears, to be fair. But he laughs first, last laugh. And unfortunately, what Ollie didn't realise was that he took a couple over in the back of his car, and as he got to the end of the race, it went round a corner, and one of the bears pressed the accelerator when it shouldn't have done, and it took him off the track. So, yeah, what comes around goes around, eh, Ollie?
Yeah, I know. Thanks for coming.
I but it certainly
Okay.
certainly give us some giggles. It's fair to say.
So the idea here is we never seen Peter start the race in second position. So if I believe if Andrea manages to take the lead, that could change the outcome of the race. But would he be able to?
Well, I think we're going to find out, aren't we? So anyway, as obviously qualifying's over, I'll just go to the intro and we'll be back shortly. Okay, so we're on the grid. Just go to Helicam, as you can see. Quick rundown of who's on the grid. Andrea got pole. Peter Wolfslaner in second. Carlo third. Jonathan in fourth. Brilliant qualifying there, Jonathan. Derek in fifth. David Gerrard in sixth. Neil in seventh. Craig in eighth. Chris in ninth. Lars in 10th. John in 11th. David Noble in 12th. Rogerio 13th. Rudolph 14th. Reese 15th. Hugh 16th. Well done, you. Your first race. You did really well there.
Yes.
Alistair in 17th. Mark Stevens 18th. Chris Baker 19th. Merch Pownhoff 20th. Tony Whitten 21st. Eric Dont 22nd. And Christy Horton 23rd. So, battle it down. Get your drinks. Get ready. Get your food. Get your meals. Sit back with us for the next 50 minutes and enjoy the race. Okay, so they're just coming round Coram at the moment. So in the start procedure, they come round Coram and they'll enter Murray's, go down the centre straight, and as they cross the start-finish line, the lights will go green and off they go. So obviously the cars are ghosted at the moment. Pete's already trying to nick a yard there, as you can see, or nick a metre, depending on where you're from. Good mix of racers in this category. So we've got Andrea, who's Italian first. We've got Peter, who's Austrian in second. 2 Americans, then 5 Brits, 1 Swede, 2 further Brits, 1 Brazilian, 1 African, 2 more Brits, 1 Welsh, 2 more Brits, and a Macedonian.
They go.
And it's lights out, and away we go. And Peter's made a fantastic start. Is he going to do it? Wow. Is he going to? Oh no, not quite. Oh
Yeah.
He eased off there. He heard on the side of caution. Just let's jump back a little bit. Someone's gone wide. That's Jonathan in the Lambo, I think it is. Everyone's made it round the first corner. No issues. Craig's managed to take Jonathan. Brilliant. Good start. There has been contact. A couple of incidents, but I think they are just love taps, to be honest. I'm just waiting for the grid. Who's 823 right at the back? Krista. Has Krista had an issue at the start? Did he miss the start on the start? Because he's way down. I mean, he's considerably beyond the back of the grid.
Something happened.
There's a lot of Merches going up the inside. There's a couple of other cars going up the inside. Merch has managed to take Tony Whitten and Eric Dont in a couple of moves. Eric equally has also took Tony Whitten, but Tony's coming back in the Ferrari. And there's is that Stevens? No, that's Lars. Lars is right down the back. So Lars looks like he's had a bit of an issue.
Something happened, yeah. Yeah. In the meantime, Derek Bird and Neil Bywater are 4th and 5th.
Okay, so what we've got here,
followed by Chris Lawrence, something happened at the front there.
So we've got Craig Holmes at the front, we've got Jonathan Wood in the Lambo, and we've got Reese Wiggins sat behind, and then Ruggiero behind that. So they're all coming in to get round the first lap. just come through Nelson there, and they're now coming through Bombhole.
It's a very
looking...
good start from Andrea. Very good start from Andrea.
Yeah, he's already 1 second ahead of Pete. So as you can see here, Rogerio's putting a lot of pressure on Reese Wiggin here. And they're all trying to get the power down. They're trying to track down Jonathan Wood, who's in the green and white Lambo just in front of them.
He must have got swallowed up at the start.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Hugh Morris, who's the new guy, he's in the light blue Ferrari at the front. Sorry, the blue Ferrari at the front, not the light blue. Oh no, he's the light blue one at the back. And he's currently chasing down John Saunders. And as we know, John Saunders is also a very quick guy. And there's another Ferrari there, the orange one of Mark Stevens sat behind that. And I think that's an Aston in Chris Baker. So you can see Hugh there's also, he's made a good start actually. So Hugh's lap times, really we thought he should have been in Group 2, but he's qualified in some respect there to where he is. So well done to Hugh there. I'm just going to jump forward back to Ruggiero. Ruggerio's putting pressure on, as you can see there, Reese. Reese is in the Bentley. Just go to the chat. So Race Online's Wilco. Hi Wilco. Yes, I saw your name. Welcome to the group and welcome to the stream. Yeah, put 146. Yeah, we know how you feel. Being in Group 2, we certainly know how you feel with a 146. Yeah, Dave's just saying that was brave, that start. Stefan saying Jonathan's been tapped, but it's a long game. And the Lambo takes a lap to get the tyres warm. Dimitri saying looks like they cleaned the oil off the track from yesterday. No idea what you're talking about. Okay.
Carriola just had a bit of a wide run, and it's allowed Peter to close the gap on him.
I'm trying to track David Gerrard down.
There it is. It's slight touch there.
His car, and there goes Peter.
I reckon Peter straightened him up.
I just went to David Gerrard. David Gerrard went off, and he's lost a lot of places. He's now at the back of the grid. He got himself onto the green stuff. This is going to be difficult. I can't see anyone passing Peter now. Now Peter's in front. I think this is... I don't want to say this is going to be the top 3, but the way these guys race... There's been an incident. Let's go to the replay, and I'm going to try and find Ruggiero. Yeah, there's been a bit of an incident between... I think it's Ruggiero, and it's... Oh, I've missed it, even though I've gone far enough back. Or is the rejoin?
Oh, yeah.
Major incident at the front. Andrea just left the track.
Yeah,
almost
I can see him going down. Oh, there you go. There's contact. So Ruggerio's just made contact with Rudolf Stein. And Ruggerio's gone for the inside. That gap wasn't there, and that's put Rudolf into the barrier. That's such a shame. That was some good initial racing, but they made contact up at the beginning, and that's put Ruggiero. And Andrea Criolla has dropped right down, and he's gone off again. He's now in 19th place. I don't
understand. Something is wrong with his car. Something is happening.
He hit that wall hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he went
He's
for
staying off track,
a move and lost it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to let me go that far back because I was already doing a replay, unfortunately. So just sit on board just to see. There doesn't look like there's any car damage, looking at it. But again, it doesn't mean there's any aero damage or panel damage on that car. The body's certainly not flapping. So hopefully he's going to get his thoughts back together and start putting pressure on Lars, who in himself is difficult to pass.
Jonathan Wood is looking racy at the moment in the Lambo. He's hunting down Mr. Holmes.
Cheers.
Yeah, let's have a look.
As a result, now Derek Bird is in 3rd position, right behind Carlo.
You can see Chris Bond.
Actually, very, very, very close at the top there between Peter, Carlo, and Derek.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on Ruggiero is keeping the pressure on Mark Stevens, and Murch is putting pressure on Chris Baker. So I'm trying to keep my eye on a couple of different cars at the moment from the timing screens. I'll put the timing tile back up just so you can see that. I'll change the view so it gives you the gap between the car in front. So just give me a second. There you go. You should now be able to see the gap quite clearly.
And Andrea is now in the pits.
Yeah, I think Andrea's car's damaged, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Hi, Mike. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, Mike.
Yeah, Chris Bourne's looking I'm sure I've seen this before, Neil and Chris. Was it the last race? Yeah, Andrea's coming out the pits. I think he received damage, didn't he?
He hit hard.
There you
Just
go.
past.
Chris Bourne's just made it past Neil
Bywater.
Bywater quite easily there. So Chris in the Lexus and Neil in the Ferrari. Rogerio has managed to pass Mark Stevens. So Rogerio started his battle forward. Another guy on a mission is Murch. So Murch is really putting pressure on the Aston of Chris Baker. Murch being in the Marlboro Mercedes. Lovely liveries put together there. Let's see how he manages to take it out. David Gerrard is putting pressure on Krista. As you can see there, again, another Aston against the Ferrari. And it'll be interesting to see how this goes on. So I think David Gerrard's part of the PWS group, which is a very similar coloured skin to what Mark Krista was running yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. They're all part of the same international team representation. Tony Whitten and Lars are battling it out. And it looks like Lars did take Tony in the McLaren, but the McLaren's gone further back again, so it must have been into a corner and out of a corner. I'm just reading the comments. We've got Sim Racing Montreal, Dimitri, Pole Sitter's Curse. Nikos is asking Ollie, what time is it in Australia? All I'm going to say is too bloody early. Mike Molesky wanted to watch others hold their concentration on this track. So go on, Ollie, what time is it at the moment over there, mate?
5:30. It's almost beer o'clock.
Is that 5:30 a.m. or 5:30 p.m?
AM, come on.
So Ollie's joined us today because he's not working. So as you appreciate, it's Monday there, and he's not working today. So although he's up early, he's decided to join us and enjoy the stream with us. So thanks for that, Ollie. Really appreciate it.
Hey, no worries. My pleasure. We've got an interesting battle pack happening here at the moment with Craig, Mr. Holmes, Jonathan, and Reese Wiggin. They're getting closer and closer, and it's going to get interesting here, I think.
Yeah, it is. I'm just with Chris Baker at the moment. Chris Baker and Rogerio are still battling. John Saunders, who's a couple of cars ahead, he's putting pressure on Alistair as well. So let's just change to the dash cam, just so we get a better view of what's going on. Hi, Jack. Welcome to the stream. And Stefan saying 5 a.m. Really?
Yeah, it is 5:30 in the morning, brother.
Yeah, well, everyone has to know Ollie is a crazy Aussie. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, well, that's a compliment coming from you, Jeremy. Thank you.
Absolutely. Mike's just made a really good observation. Just noticed how many Brits in Group 1 there are. There's 9 out of 16.
Yes.
Being a Brit, I'm not saying a word. Oh, what a pass. Has he made it stick? Oh, no contact. John Saunders, he's made it stick. What a pass. Really late on the brake in there to go up the inside of Alistair. That took some... Oh, I thought there was going to be contact there. See, Alistair just backed out at the last minute. Andy Goddard. Where have all these overtaking places come from? He couldn't find them yesterday. That's a perfectly valid point, my friend. Absolutely perfectly valid. Right, let's just jump forward. Jonathan Wood's putting pressure on Craig Holmes, which I think is something you mentioned before. So let's just jump to the rear of Craig's car just to see how much pressure that Lambo's putting on the Bentley. And the Saint Sinner Bentley of Craig's. Both going through the first corner there, getting onto the last corner, getting onto the centre straight. You can see there, both made it out without losing much time. This straight's not long enough to get the pass. You'll see he's gaining, but you only start gaining at the very end. You really need really good drive out that corner. I think I was fortunate yesterday. I managed to take Danny coming out that corner because I'd come out of that corner much quicker than him. And by the end of the straight, I had the inside corner. But you don't very often see passes if everyone's got out that corner before very, very quickly.
Peter's not getting away from Carlo. And
not at the moment, no.
Yeah, and Derek's sort of shadowing them.
Yes,
So
he is.
just gonna jump to the front because Peter was. I'm not going to say he was complaining, but he made a comment saying, "Well, you know, I want a bit of track time on the stream." So there you go, Peter. There's your track time on the stream. You, Carlo, and Derek, all sit within 1 second of each other.
Yeah, we are used to Peter leading with a couple of seconds ahead already, but now he's being closely followed by Carlo and Derek Bird.
Interestingly, Peter's best lap time is a 1:46.9. So, I mean, that's obviously quite a quick lap time. The next fastest person on the track is Derek Bird with a 1:47 flat, then Carlo with a 1:47.1. So the top 8 guys are in the 1:47s, with exception of Peter, who's in a 1:46.
Incredible.
6.9.
Incredible.
Chris Baker's done a 1:48. Excuse me, a 1:48. As Eric Dont and David Gerard's done a 1:48 too. But as we know, he dropped right down. And Andrea was doing a 1:47.1 as well. So he is currently holds the fastest lap as it stands. Hi Steve, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've said hi to Steve Howells, so I just thought I'd mention it.
Hello, Steve.
Hey guys, get these likes happening, eh?
Yeah, I'll click on the little like button. There you go. So just so you can see, just need to have to do this. There you go. And that's not showing what I wanted it to show. That's fine, I'll ignore that then. I was just going to show you the breakdown of the different lap times, but for some reason it's not picking up ACC TV. That may be because there's been a bit of an update. But anyway, you can see now Derek Bird is putting pressure on Carlo. Great pressure on Carlo there. Let's just jump on board the rear wing of Carlo and see just how much Derek is gaining.
That probably explains why the gap at the front's opened up to 1.4.
Yeah, well, that's it. Peter now is starting to get into the rhythm, I believe.
Yeah, it's one of these, Ollie. Sorry, it's one of these. If you start defending and racing, it's like in Formula 1. You end up losing loads of time and everyone catches you up. If you just race the track in front of you and ignore everyone behind you, the problem goes away. It's an amazing philosophy.
It's amazing how much time you lose taking a peek in the mirror.
It does. So what you're saying, Ollie, don't look in your mirror.
You betcha, baby.
Yeah.
And I was saying,
and I had Ollie in my mirrors all race long yesterday.
How do you know? Because you shouldn't have been looking, apparently. I will say, Ollie, coming from a trucker, that's some statement.
Mate, my thing's so bloody big. You look in the mirror and you're looking at ants.
Right, okay. So we're on board with Neil. Neil's being pressured by Craig, as you can see, in the Bentley. In actual fact, I'm just going to jump to the middle. Yeah. Jonathan Woods putting pressure on them all here now. So we've got Neil Bywater in the Ferrari, we've got Craig Holmes in the Bentley, and we've got Jonathan Wood in the Lambo. And these three are all fighting for what is 5th position.
There's a move.
There's been contact there. Oh, Jonathan Wood spun round.
Okay.
Craig.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's a really awkward place to stop.
I don't think that was Jonathan. I think that was...
it was Jonathan. It was Jonathan who... Oh, no, it's saying Neil, actually.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Lambo who hit him. I thought it was the Lambo who spun him round.
No.
Because Craig and Neil went into the corner, made contact, then Jonathan come round at the end and made contact with him.
Yeah, but Craig pushed the issue there. He shouldn't have gone in.
He shouldn't have dived, is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I don't think Jonathan can be blamed for that one.
No,
he was an innocent bystander.
I wasn't blaming. I was just saying it looked like the contact, but the contact was as a result of Craig going on the inside, wasn't it? Is what you're saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he tried to make something.
They went in hot.
He tried to make something stick, and he had no glue.
That's it.
Yeah, Peter's saying, what happened there? Okay, it was on my... And Terry's saying it was on my stream. Like, Jonathan had nowhere to go. To be fair, Don, that's why, I was just saying it was Jonathan who hit Craig, but at no point did I say I'm blaming Jonathan for that. So, I don't want any retribution coming back towards me from them comments. I think Craig going for the dive up the inside with Neil caused the problem. It unsettled Craig's car. Jonathan's come around the corner.
Have done that.
Yeah, he's come around the corner and it's caused a bit of a problem. I'm just going to jump to John Saunders, who's putting pressure on David Noble. So David Noble in the green Aston and John Saunders in the blue Ferrari. You can see he's made good progress here, John, because he was nowhere near David Noble. So I think in a couple of laps he's managed to reel him in. And you can just see in front of them we've got Rhys Wiggins as well in the Bentley as well. Different angles there. As you can see, David Noble's taking the tight angle. John Saunders is taking a bit of a wider angle, but getting the power down.
Mr. Carriola's back circulating again, hunting down Krista.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. He's 18 seconds behind Krista at the moment, but I don't think it's going to take him too long. At the end of the day, you know, with the new point system, he's going to get points. And it's one of these, don't write it off. You know, we know how quick Carriola is. There's 32 minutes to go. It's a long race. It's not a sprint. This is a marathon.
I'm just curious to know why he lost. He seemed to have a loose car very early on in the race.
Maybe he was pushing a little hard too early, and tyres hadn't come up yet.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was the third lap in. I mean, I know the fast guys have got very loose cars anyway, because you can't have a car that sticks to the ground. That's fast. So a very loose car, if you can keep it on the track, is naturally going to be quick. So there's been a bit of an incident. Alistair's gone off track. You can see there he's losing places. Ruggiero and Craig Holmes just took him. He's lost 3 places there. And I don't mean, again, this disrespectfully for Hugh. Hugh is now in 10th place. So on his debut race, racing in Group 1, when we think he should have been in another group, he's absolutely having a stormer. So
yes.
Well done to Hugh there. Alistair's still going down. He's gone off track again.
I think the trick to this track is
he loves the track, yeah.
Hit your marks all the time. Consistency will get you there in the end, and yeah, that's the way to run this place.
So Alistair dropped 10 places by going off track.
Oof.
That's going to hurt, isn't it, when you sat in the car thinking where you've gone and where you are. He's just getting up to speed. Craig Holmes is still putting pressure on Ruggiero here. As we know, both Ruggiero and Craig are very quick drivers. I know Ruggiero is streaming this race himself for his the people who he streams for himself. Just back to the chat. So Mike saying on Thursday he got tyre pressure loss in the Aston. You were surprised. Thing is, Mike, you mentioned the curbs there. The way these cars work is ideally even the rumble curbs can cause pressure loss. If you hit the sausage curbs, it's like hitting a brick wall on your tyres. So if you've been into a race and you're 10 laps in and you're at the sausage curbs, it's more than likely going to cause a problem. It's just the nature of the beast, and that's the way it works. Once you've got pressure loss, you can get the pressure back, but you've got to keep it on track and not go wide again. The second you hit the rumble strips or the grass, that's it. It's really game over. I think it's fair to say. Stefan's saying the Lambo's aero sensitive. Yeah, I've tried the Lambo, and you're not kidding. I'm going to go to the front because we've got pressure.
Yeah, Carlo is very close to Peter right now.
Yeah, Jonathan Wood's passed Neil. Neil's gone off. Neil was going slow. John Saunders is still putting pressure on David Noble. Back to the chat. Last bit of curb on the right T1 would cause a flat. Yeah, Stefan's inadvertently concurring with what I've said. Melvin saying consistency is the key on this track. And I must say, Melvin and John Saunders has took David Noble now. I did say it was getting close. Obviously, we're looking at the battle up front here. Looking at the rear view of Peter's car. And one thing I did notice with yourself, Melvin, again, this is a compliment, is how consistent you were going around that track. You hit the braking points in exactly the same point on exactly every corner, because I was looking for a weakness. Where could I get you? And I couldn't find it. So, yeah, consistency was key there. Hi, Terry. Terry Howard, welcome to the stream.
Hello, Terry.
Don is saying on this track, black is good, green is bad, silver is worst. Mike saying didn't hit the sausage was the grass, I think. Grass won't usually cause tyre loss, but hitting the curb, going onto the grass, as in the rumble strip, could. So it may be that. Yeah, I think when Peter mentioned that, Stefan, grass off track will cause flats. I don't think the grass will inadvertently. It's normally when you go off, you're going off a rumble strip, and the rumble strip are teeth grooved, if you like, so they're quite sharp. And if you're going off track, you probably hit them at the wrong angle, and that'll impact your tyres. So I think that's what Pete's referring to, because you could go off track here, on that bend, on here, and there's nothing going to cause you a problem. But go off the track where there's a curb, and you'll hit the curb at the wrong serrated edge. Right, Lars has managed to take Eric, and you can see now David's catching Eric up as well. Eric again, another Lexus driver. I will keep an eye on the front.
7, 8, and 9 are looking good.
Yeah.
You know, it's very interesting. I think it's almost reminiscent of the Porsche Cup race earlier this week. We have, except that this time we have 3 drivers very close, and it doesn't look like Peter is going to get away this time.
I think it's going to be like the midweek, innit, where the pair of them just come over the line, more or less side by side.
That's it. It could be.
Right, let's see who the big movers and shakers are. So I'm just going to remove the nation and put on the position delta. So you can see there, Reese Wiggin is currently in 7th. He's made 8 places up. I can't see the top at the moment. Andrea's lost 21, but we saw that. Gerard's lost 13 places. Lars has lost 7. So you've got I mean, they're all quick drivers, understandably. But a lot of places lost quite early on into the race there. But Hugh, as you can see, has made up 6 places. So for a new guy, again, I'm going to take my hat off to him. Petrie's joined the stream. Hi, Petrie. Let's put us back to, not the position delta, to the nation. There we go. We got the flags back. Right, it's gone quieting down. Derek's going slow. Derek's gone off. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's do a bit of a replay there. What's happened to Derek?
Too bad. Really too bad.
What's happened to Derek there?
Just
wait for the replay to kick in. 3 seconds. There we go. So we're on board with Derek at the moment. He's coming down the final straight. Oh, that's right. No, everything's looking all right there. Has he got his tyres on the grass coming round the corner? Recorum. That's exactly what happened to me yesterday. 3 bomb hole. He's got his tyres off the grass on bomb hole. That's exactly what happened to me yesterday. So that, unfortunately, he's going to lose a lot of places there. He's now down to 6th.
So that gave the 3rd spot to Chris Bourne.
Chris Bourne's now in 3rd. We're now following John Saunders in the Ferrari again, who's really managed to close the gap up on Reese Wiggin, as you can see here.
Mr. Carriola's closing down Krista by about a 1 second a lap at the moment. He's absolutely flying.
Yeah,
well, he was one of the fastest.
Oh yeah.
He's he was about 12 seconds behind. He's now 5, so he's absolutely flying. Melvin's just saying there's a strange bump on that curb in the bum hole. It used to be called bum hole, actually. I don't know if you know the story behind it, but it's now referred to as the bomb hole. It used to be called bum hole, and because of certification and approval, they had to rename it to bomb hole. So
politically correct, eh?
Yeah. So those people who know it will always have to recorrect themselves and say bum hole instead of bomb hole. So there you go. Derek is on Carlo, so let's follow Derek. Sorry? Derek is on Carlo. Nikos is saying Derek is on Carlo. Derek's 3.5 seconds behind Neil Bywater. I'm a bit confused at that one, Nikos, if you just want to elaborate a little bit. Ruggerio's putting pressure on Hugh. So 2 Ferraris. This is the battle of the 488s. Yeah, Don's just saying Jonathan's back where he started. YRT Racing Team, hello. If you can give us your name, just so we know who you are. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy it. You're halfway through the race. We've got 24 minutes to go. So you're exactly halfway through. Just a quick refreshment there.
Take a breath.
I won't say what it is.
So Carlo is really staying with Peter. It's exactly almost the same race he had with Chris Bourne, and now he's doing it with Peter. It's good because it's the first time, I think, since the beginning of this championship that we see anyone that close to Peter Wurslener.
Yeah, absolutely true that. Yeah, YRT Racing's Rick Lillenhoff. Hi, Rick. I do remember you racing in the Group 2 Championship. I think it was last season or Group 1? I can't remember what it was. But I do remember you being on track and racing with you. So it's nice to have your presence on our stream. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, this gap, this is again David Noble and John Saunders. John Saunders was putting pressure on Reese Wiggin, but now we've got David Noble putting pressure on John Saunders.
Rick Lillenhoff, why did you disappear? You're supposed to be racing.
There you go, Rick. You can answer Jeremy. Where did you go? Right, I'm going to jump forward. We've got a bit of pressure here. Carlo's got very, very close to Peter.
Yes, he is.
Both in the same car, so both got the same power. Both got the same, I'm going to say aero, but obviously we don't know what each driver's got their aero set to. But yeah, really going to be interesting. Andrea's took Krista. Krista's gone off. So Andrea's now no longer last. John Saunders is putting pressure on. Oh, David Noble's going to get the inside. Is he going to make it stick? John's got the left-hander. Yeah, and I think David's realised it. Ooh, that was a bit close. So obviously under braking there. Let's jump back to Carlo. I'll keep an eye on that battle as well. Okay, Rick's just saying there. Nah, I'm not going to publish that, Rick. But hope all's well, mate, and hopefully we'll see you on track soon. It was a pleasure racing with you. If you get back on track, that'd be really, really good. I'll let you read the comments. Okay.
Get better. Good to see you again.
Yeah, really nice.
So I believe Carlo can create an upset here.
All right, we've got
Reese Wiggins got off. He's lost a couple of places.
Yep, he just hit the grass.
As someone who hit the grass yesterday, I know exactly what that feels like. Yeah, you're battling with the car at that point. Craig Holmes is putting pressure on Ruggiero again. Carlo's 3/10 behind Peter, so I'm going to keep on that. Although I don't think there's going to be a pass. But they are following each other around the track.
Well, you don't know until the fat lady sings. Or the big lady, sorry.
Yeah, you can't use them words anymore, can you? You've got to be politically correct.
Yeah, yeah, blah, blah.
Oh, brilliant, Rick. If you can get on the Porsche Cup and Monday, Tuesday race, well, certainly Monday race, you're more than welcome to join in the fun. I do think with eSeniors has moved forward in the last couple of months as well, and hopefully you'll see that on track.
That would be great.
Merch has gone off. He's struggling a little bit. He's lost a bit of time. David Gerrard passed him, and Eric's now putting pressure on Merch. So, in fact, David Gerrard's putting pressure on Lars now. So you can see that this battle was going on a while. Lars, Tony, and David Gerrard. Craig Holmes is still putting pressure on Ruggiero, and they're now catching Hugh up. So are they going to pass Hugh? Hugh's still in 10th position, which is a fantastic position as it stands. We've got 19 minutes to go, and we're currently on following Craig Holmes around. Nikos is asking a question: is Rick fast? I think you were in Group 1, Rick, weren't you? Because you raced with me in Group 1. And it's fair to say, yeah, if you're in Group 1, work it out. Right, just going to jump back. Very, very close racing here. Lars has really caught up with Tony, and we've got David Gerrard as well. The three of them are battling out. So, yeah, Rick's going getting a beer. Good idea. He was a poet and he didn't know it. I'm just going to jump back because we've got a couple of cars getting close. Now these three are still battling. There's a few battles all over the track, actually. I'm struggling to keep
Bywater. Morris.
Yeah, that's where I'm following at the moment. We've got Craig.
Yeah.
Craig's going to pass Ruggiero. He's gone up the inside. Is he going to make it stick? He's got the inside line. Oh
yeah.
That was very close. He got a really good drive out of that out the corner there.
Slowly but surely, Peter's opening up the gap again at the front.
Yeah, it's still only a second. But we've got David Gerrard is really closing Lars down now. So they're within 2/10 of each other. Well, they were. Coming out of the corner, they've lost a bit of time. And Eric's putting pressure on Murch as well. So Murch is really struggling. I'm wondering whether Murch's tyres are starting to go off, because with 20 minutes to go, I think quite a few cars started to lose the tyres yesterday and on Friday. So is this indicative of the tyres going and just having the wrong setup for the car?
Yeah, at this point in the race, probably.
In fact, you can see that Eric is getting much better lines. He's got a much better turning than the Mercedes. The Mercedes is a brute on the straight, don't get me wrong. It rides the curbs really well, but it just doesn't like corners. Tight corners anyway. It's too long. Yeah, Melvin's just saying that the tyre fade's starting to kick in now. Totally agree. There's been a change at the early up the front, and Derek's managed to pass Neil. Obviously, Derek went off before and relinquished the position to, I think, Neil at the point. So he's just got his position back there as it stands.
Yeah, looks like Peter's starting to assert his authority on this race.
Yeah, he's pulling off now, isn't he? If we just jump on board with Carlo, you can see. I mean, the gap's close, but it's been closer, hasn't it? That's fair to say.
Yes.
From about 0.3 of a second to what is it now? Just over 1.
Okay, so I'm just trying to see who else and what we can watch. Right, so the guys in the battle at the moment is Eric and Murch, and we've got David Gerrard just in front of this, chasing down Lars. So there's a couple of close battles.
Yeah, Neil and Derek Bird.
So Rick Lilinoff has just managed to get from where he is to the fridge and back within 3 to 5 seconds. You've either got a very close fridge or you're a very fit man.
Or long legs.
Or he's made that phone call to the wife, get me a beer. And she's come down.
You reckon she's thrown it at him?
Well, who knows?
I know my wife would.
My wife would just say, wait till you come back up and get your own. But there we go. There's no battles. It's eased off a little bit now on track. You can see from the track map. A couple of cars are close. In fact, Mark Stevens has put a lot of pressure on Chris Baker after me saying that. He's gained a lot of time. Oh, he's just saying for Beers, he's fast. When they call the wife, it would take days. Mike's going. He's got to go to cheer on the Blue Jays. Would rather have the Expos. Alas, I tried to put out my mind. They are from Toronto. Okay, so I presume he's going to watch an A-Sport. Blue Jays. Is that? Can anyone help me out here?
Team.
What is it?
Baseball team.
Is it a baseball? Okay.
Yeah. Jeremy, you should have been all over that.
Yeah, but I don't follow. Yes, I know it's a Canadian team, I believe, but yeah. I really don't follow baseball at all.
Nathalie Dejan's just said baseball. Thanks, guys. Now I know I'm educated. David Gerrard has managed to make the... Oh, contact! Oh, dear. So David Gerrard made the pass, then Lars has hit the back end of him.
Oh.
That was uncomfortable, shall we say.
It looked like he was forced off into the grass and then come back out of control to a certain degree and was a passenger.
Yes, the Toronto Blue Jays. Nathalie's just saying it's the Toronto Blue Jays, and they used to be the Montreal Expos in the past.
There you go.
Let's just jump forward to Craig. Craig's putting pressure on, still got pressure on Ruggiero. This gap is not decreasing, it's not increasing. So these are 11th and 12th respectively. Ruggiero, the blue and yellow Ferrari, and Craig in the Bentley. They've still not managed to get and catch Hugh. So Hugh's going to take a good bucket of points here. But back to the front. You can see the gap.
Yeah, Carlo is showing teeth there.
Yeah, he's getting that. Can I take it? Can I take it? There's 13 minutes to go. Is he going for it? Andreas took Alistair. And he's 1 second behind Eric. So Andrea, who obviously went off quite early on, is now starting his battle upfield. I mean, he's only got 13 minutes, but I think he could take a few cars, to be honest. Looking at his times, he could end up as high as 15th. I think passing Tony Whitton will be a challenge, but I think he could get to 15th.
Well, remember, he's gone into the pits. He's probably changed his tyres as well, so he could have some rubber left.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, Nikos is just saying the chat's slow. Nikos, I don't see the chat in real time, so I keep having to refer back to the chat and catch up. So, you know, sometimes what I refer to isn't always the here and now. Sometimes it's been and gone, so my apologies if that's the case. Right, there's no one looking to pass. And you can see here he's now pulled a second out. And he's over a second gap.
John Saunders is right behind Neil Bywater, but...
yeah, still a second. I mean, Craig and Andrea. Let's just jump on board with Andrea. Let's see him pass Eric. You can see there Andrea in the yellow and black Aston is chasing down Eric's Lexus. He's got a good run there. He's going to get him up the inside here.
Oh, Holmes has just given someone a touch up.
Yeah, I can see Ruggiero. Yeah, Craig's on off. So, okay. They've lost a bit of time there. Let's go to the replay on that. Catch up and see what's going on. To the replay. Come on, wait in. There we go. So this was the battle I was on about with Hugh in front of them. Oh, they've both gone synchronised spinning there.
Move. Well, it's the second time.
Touch.
Yeah.
It's the second time it happens in the race from the same driver.
I will say Craig did let Ruggiero back as well. So he has relinquished the position back. And as you can see, Ruggiero is in front of him there. Although Ruggiero has gone off. I'm trying to work. I think that to me looks like that's terminal. Yeah, I think Ruggiero's lost pro. Is he gonna? Yeah, there you go. He's got it. In fact, Ruggiero's quit. He's left the server.
Yeah, I think he got upset.
Yeah. Consequently, everyone's moved up the grid now.
Both Jonathan and Chris are having fairly consistent but lonely races.
Yeah, Andrea's catching up Merch. So he's going for 17th. I still think he can get 15th. 10 minutes to go. Can he do it? Yeah, just refer back to the chat. Yeah, Melvin reckons the drivers have settled for the positions. Don Queen saying now the pressure's off Hugh. Can hold on for top 10 on his debut. And I must say, Don, Hugh, we thought Hugh was a Group 2 racer. I'm not totally convinced now after seeing him. I think there might have been a bit of sandbagging going on. As you can see, Andreas took Merch there as well. He's 3 seconds behind Lars. Now, Lars is going to be a different proposition if I'm a betting man. I'm just going to jump forward to John Saunders. There's a bit of a battle going on between him and Neil Bywater. Yeah, Don, in his debut, he did pick up on you early on. I think he's having an exceptional race, to be fair.
Yeah, Mark Christopher, yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same, Ollie. Mark Christopher, well, got to say I feel better seeing Group 1 struggle too. I think touche there, Mark. I think we all feel the same.
Yeah. So they are human. They're not green little men with antennae on their heads. And
just an observation from Rick there. He's saying, oh, the Brits are close, aren't they? And I've just looked at the timing tower. And you've got from position 5 to position 30.
Oh, my God. Yes. Impressive.
Andrea's managed to close into Lars to 1.8 seconds. In fact, he's closing a hell of a rate of knots. I'll keep an eye on that, and I'll switch to Andrea if it looks like he's going to pass. He's took a couple of seconds out already. Yeah, this gap's fizzled out a little bit now as well. Let's just jump to Andrea, because he is catching quite quickly.
At a rapid rate.
And Nathali Dayan's just saying, does it have something to do with the English weather? You know what, Nathali? I'm not too sure whether it's to do with that. I think, obviously, I'm from the UK. There's something about the UK tracks that when you race sims, you always pick the UK tracks. And I'm just wondering, because it's Snetterton and it's a well-known track that's used in various different formats, whether a lot of the people racing have done this in previous sims. And I know this is a different game, but still principally...
Move is on down the inside.
Oh, he's not going to make it. He's not going to make it stick there. Principally, you know the track, and therefore it gives you such an advantage, the fact that you've already got the dynamic of the track. Is he going to go up the inside? Oh, that's close. Good respect there. What a move. Wow. Hats off
Great
to the
racing,
pair of them
guys.
there.
Great racing.
Wow. Andreas now 1.8 seconds. Oh no, 6.3 seconds off Jared. So that I reckon he's going to struggle getting to 15th. So this is where I think he's going to struggle. He'll buy water.
Well,
He's still battling with Derek.
hats off to Andrea, because it takes a lot of strength to go from leading the race to losing the car, end up in the pits, starting from last and being 16 right now. Hats off.
Oh, I think he'll go close to knocking on Mr. Gerard's door.
But he's still 6 seconds away, but everything's possible.
Neil Bywater and Derek are having a ding-dong.
Yeah. We're on board at the moment. We're following Neil round. And this is the battle with John Saunders sat behind them as well. Neil just went a touch wide there. It's just now Neil to gain... John Saunders to just close the gap. Very late under braking. Very late.
He's good on the brakes, isn't he?
Very good. I don't know what he's using for the brake compound, but crike almighty, he seems to really gain a lot of time on the braking. Again, look at that. Oh, he outbroke himself there, though, unfortunately.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah. Nothing to do with me. Oh, he's gone wide there, nearly hit the curb. Is Saunders going to get a good run at him? He's got the pace. Let's just jump on board with the rear. Not that one. That one. No, he's not gaining enough, is he?
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
Ah.
I think that was coming, wasn't it? I don't know if Neil's tyres are just starting to give up the ghost a little bit.
I believe they are.
Because you can see that gap's opening up. I mean, I know John's made a few mistakes as well, but he's made quite a big gap in a few corners there, hasn't he? If we're being brutally honest. Yeah. Okay, where else can we go? Hugh Morris is putting pressure on Reese Wiggin, believe it or not. If we just go to the front, you can see there. He's having a cracking race.
Yeah, he's doing real well.
So I know Juan's been doing this. We're gonna ask the stream for driver of the day, just to see who you think's going to be driver of the day. And I know it's very easy to say Peter because he's won it. You know, the likes of the people who are in the F1. I'm gonna put a couple of names forward. Obviously, I don't want you to be biased based on that. I want your own opinions. And from that perspective, I think Andrea, after going off, has done an absolutely sterling job. He's only 3.8 seconds behind David Gerrard now. And you know the difference with Andrea and some of the others is he had the ability, he had the option to quit, and he didn't. He carried on. He went into the pits. He got back out, dusted himself down, and he's gone for it. I think Andrea's looking good. But I think my driver of the day, personally, and it's not my say, as I said, is the guy we're on board with. A newcomer to the group. Initially thought he should have been in Group 2. Puts him into Group 1. Basically, straight into the lion's den. And he's running in 10th without any pressure at all. So if we're going to award anything, I think, personally, it's between Andrea and you from my perspective. Jeremy, what about yourself?
Yeah, I'm going to add one more driver to the mix. Is Carlo van Brabant, because for the very first time we have someone who stayed with Peter Roslener the whole race, and that's pretty outstanding.
Brilliant. Holly?
My vote goes to Jonathan, driving the Lambo, which apparently is quite a beast, and he's had a very consistent race.
He did.
Tell you what, some good
Chris
arguments
as well.
there. Yeah, look at this. Hughes going for Reese.
Give it, son.
I'll tell you, if Hugh makes this stick, he wins it. Because we know Reese, the type of driver Reese is, he's a hard guy to pass, and he's a fast guy. Hughes just carried on. He's not made one mistake all race. These you people joining the group is fantastic, but when you see them on track consistently racing like that, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Oh, jumping forward a second. Look what's happening at the front. Carlo's back again.
He's not letting go.
No, he's not. And it's once again, it's the first time someone is challenging Peter for first place.
What do we got? A minute 27. So what's that, about a lap?
It is, yeah. Well, lap's 140, 148 in it, so
Yeah.
Last lap
Last
is
lap.
now.
So we've had, from the stream, we've had a couple of Carlo mentions in there. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Hugh, 2, 3 for Carlo. Terry's just saying he reckons Hugh's in the right group. And Don's agreeing with me. If Hugh passes Reese, Carlo has to pass Peter to pull the award from him. Yeah, it's, Dimitri's saying Hugh, fast and clean. Nikos is saying I agree with Jeremy. Yeah, and Petri's saying Carlo. Pick the bones out of that one. Wow. I mean, I say we don't normally do driver of the day, but I just think it's nice to see that it's
It's a good idea, though. It's a good idea.
It's another incentive, isn't it?
Yeah, we should do that.
We got
From
Craig.
now on, we should have that.
Yeah, Nikos Carlo, Petri's Carlo, 4 Carlos, 5 Carlos. No, Nikos is saying it multiple times. I'm not counting you multiple times, Nico. That's a cheat. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Hugh.
No.
1 for Jonathan. 5 for Hugh. At the moment, I think Hugh's taking it.
Nice.
Could be wrong, but I think Hugh's got 6 votes. Terry's brilliant, Terry. Terry's saying Hugh's in the right group only because I don't want him in Group 2. I agree. Yeah, Don's saying Andrea gets pass of the day. Fair comment.
And this is it.
Yeah, let's jump forward.
Great race, guys. Great race.
Yeah.
Amazing race from those two. Really amazing.
I'm sure that podium looks familiar though.
Yeah. Great third position from Chris as well, and awesome from Jonathan Wood in fourth position.
Yeah, Jonathan in the Lambo, absolutely fantastic.
That's a great drive for me.
Yeah. Derek Bird. We've got John Saunders coming over. We've got Neil Bywater, who's deciding to put rubber on the track. We've got David Noble in the Green Aston. And then Reese Wiggin, who's managed to keep Hugh at bay, but only just, to be fair.
Derek Bird, great comeback drive for him.
Yeah.
Yes.
To be fair, Andrea Caiola as well.
Absolutely. What a race.
Great deal of tenacity there.
Yeah. Brilliant from Hugh, that. And then we've got, obviously, we've got Chris Baker coming over with Craig Holmes. Then we got Mark Stevens. We've got Tony Whitten. God, there's a right gaggle of cars there. Andrea Caiola. Wow. Lars is coming over in what looks like a rather damaged McLaren. Followed by Merch. Followed by Eric. And then followed by Alistair. And Krista. Sorry, my apologies. There's Krista coming round towards the end. He started really at the back, Krista. He was on the back foot to start with. I don't know if he had start issues with his car, but he was a good 3 or 4 seconds out of it before the race even started. So at least, shall I say. But well done all. Oh, he's gone off track. Don't want to total your car there. Congratulations, everyone. That was
very good race.
A fantastic race. So thanks very much, everyone, for the stream. Don't forget, click like at least for us, and we shall be back for the GT4 on Wednesday. Take care, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or whatever.
See you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.